We're talking to Mr. Roland Jones, and the book is Standing Up, Standing Out. And Mr. Jones, during this last segment, I think what we'd like to do is to have you to sort of counsel, in a real sense, or to motivate, in a real sense, some of our young males, African-American males specifically, because I think, as you know, in the state of Tennessee itself, that they are really hurting in terms of employment and opportunities and et cetera. And so what can you say to them this morning that could sort of make them, encourage them or to motivate them to perhaps persist even in a time of recession?
First of all, Dr. Haney, I think it is important for young people to know, and for all of us to know and understand and buy into the concept that life is an exchange of services, as we made mention of earlier. Okay, in order to take the advantage of opportunities, we must buy into that, understand that in order to be successful, we got to give service. Now, personally, I'm grateful for every opportunity to serve, because I think it's an honor. Yeah, it's that commitment to serve is the most important commitment a person can make through all times, tough times and good times, because the cream always rises to the top. Good. And the cream rises to the top by us continuously doing our best. And one of the habits of success, as William James says, successful people form habits of doing things that unsuccessful people don't like to do.
Okay.
And I always love to say that to our young people. And I want to repeat that today, because if some young people are listening, and you say African-American males are listening, just remember that successful people form habits of doing things that unsuccessful people don't like to do. Now, what are some of those things? Giving service. You know, think about serving rather than being served.
Serve.
That's right.
That's a Christ-like attitude.
That's exactly what it is, being Christ-like. And you know, enthusiasm.
Good.
In the way you walk, the way you talk.
The way you dress.
The way you dress. And you know, you don't have to wear an expensive suit. It doesn't have to be, but you know, when I was interviewing folks, I would look around that collar and see if that collar was clean. I didn't care if just since what one was clean. If it was worn a little bit, that's okay. You can impress anybody by going out and buying a new suit or buying new clothes or something. But what you got on is clean, because it's all about using what you got to get what you want. And I think we don't use all we've got, because we are focused on what we can get, not what we can give. When you're seeking opportunities to serve, you serve for nothing. But as a result of serving for nothing, you ended up, you know, making a career out of things that you enjoy doing. You end up being compensated very well. You know, I look at some of the most successful people in the world. They'll do what they're doing for nothing, because they enjoy it.
They enjoy doing it.
Right, and as a result of that, they are successful. And one of the things that I think many of us get money and success all mixed up.
Go on, yeah.
You know, money is not success. Money can be the reward of success. Success is measured by the service we give. As George Washington Carver say, you know, none of those things matter. It's all about the service we give to mankind. And if we seek ways to serve, and it may be as simple as opening the door for somebody, you know, or giving somebody a nickel if they're short. It may be just as simple as, if I can see some paper on the ground somewhere, I'll pick it up and put it in the trash can. That's serving, and it's an attitude. I call it the right mental attitude. Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's Corporation, would say that you've got the right mental attitude about anything. You can do it. You can do it well, and you can enjoy doing it. And you can, because it's all the way we think.
Good.
You know, if we think we don't have anything, we not gonna have anything. You know, if we think that there's a lousy job there, that job is below us, you know, you're not gonna get an opportunity to get a job that you think you deserve. So we get what we deserve by serving. And I think all of our young people should really, really work at seeking opportunities to serve. They're all around us. You know, when I came in your studio, the young lady said, "Could I get you something?" I would like to have some water. She got me some water very promptly. She was seeking an opportunity to help me. And service is a small thing. You know, finding positions in difficult times is first having an attitude. Difficult times apply to everybody else. They don't apply to me. You know?
Okay.
Because I'm going to find me a way to serve. And when I find a way to serve somebody, I am going to have a position that I can be rewarded financially. That's in essence my message to our young people. And when I say give them service, as I mentioned earlier, give them barefoot service. You know, it's, wow.
Service will knock your socks off.
That service will good, knock your socks off. That's right. He said, "Wow, oh, that was good. That was fast. Oh, thank you for opening the door for me." You know, and if you're in a retail business, a customer will say, "Wow, that's good. Oh, wow, you guys are good. Oh, wow, boy, I've never seen service this good before." That's what standing out does. And so that's what I advise all young people, particularly African American males, to seek opportunities to stand out, and that happens by being their best.
Say something about education. I mean, you know, I think the whole state now is going through this whole process of trying to improve education. Except, how important do you think it is that they pay more attention to what is going on in school and work harder and to be educated?
Well, I think it's probably the third most important thing that our young people can think of in a way of priorities. The first would be air. The second would be food. And the third would be education. That's right. And that education, it comes from the book. It comes from the instructor. It comes from everywhere you can learn something. It comes from reading. It comes from looking at educational programs. But there is absolutely no opportunity at all for anybody that don't get educated.
Good.
And education is becoming more important now than ever before. I mean, you can't work in the mills anymore because technology is moving things so fast until whatever manual job you have is going to be gone. You know, I remember when I first went into McDonald's. You know, almost anybody could work there, but now, you know, everything is high tech. I mean, you got to have a level of education in order to just be a counter person at McDonald's. You know, and in order to advance more, you got to have more education and making sure that the education not just an indoctrination. You know, it's not about just passing the test.
Okay, good.
It's about everything that leads up to the test. Because cramming for exam and you can get A's, that doesn't mean a thing. But when you do your best, you're going to get a real education because it stimulates your creativity. It stimulates your thought process. It helps you ask the right questions. It helps you associate with the right people. It helps you identify people who are already where you want to be, or people who have been where you want to be. But you got to be educated in order to determine what you want to do. You need to be educated to even find a job, know how to find a job.
Okay.
And there's nothing more important.
And the reason I say that is that you know, we deal with so many people, so many young people, and some of them seem to lack basic kind of things that you would ordinarily pick up in any kind of elementary kind of situation, and they are entirely uninformed, you see, and I believe that unless they become informed, they you know, it's just going to be very, like you say, it's the third most important thing that we do. Next to food and
you be informed, you read, you ask questions, you hang with the right people, and you know, in getting a job, you don't get a job with your pants hanging all down and showing your underwear.
Okay.
I mean, that's trying to be cool and all that stuff. That's not how you get a job. You're going to try to blend in with somebody. You know, you can forget it. You know? But you walk straight, dress nice, neat and clean, walking there with enthusiasm, you know, and express a real sincere desire to work.
A person that people would like to be around. is also one of the great characteristics of being successful. You see, if people like to be around you, you can be very, very.
Right. It's all about the energy you generate.
Okay.
And people like love and positive energy.
Okay.
That's
And of course,
exactly right.
let me thank you, Mr. Jones, over the last few seconds we have for giving us that excellent information. And let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.